You ready? You ready? 3, 2. Oh, no?
I'm ready now.
Yeah, okay. 3, 2. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of the Basement Boys podcast. Thanks for tuning in today. Starting out the episode strong with the heating system already going off.
This time, though, we got a new mic. So
Yeah, we do. It feels weird saying it again because this is actually like our 5th attempt trying to record episode 2.
yeah,
I'm trying to talk close
we're
to
not
the
gonna
mic
like talk about the same things, but like
because
we're bringing up like the basics.
Yeah, basically. Shout out to Brady for borrowing this microphone. We just actually bought the same exact microphone for ourselves. It's right there. Shout out to Mason for giving us a steal of a deal on
I
that.
think you have to get his Twitter.
Well, it's not. Yeah, when we tried recording last time, you thought I meant Mason's Twitter. No, Brady said that for us to use it, we have to shout out his Twitter.
Oh.
So shout out to Brady and his Twitter. Why my PP small? That's WHY capital P SMALL. We decided to let it in honor of him, even though we do have our own mic now. We decided to he was so kind to let us use it that we might as well, at least for one episode.
Yeah, we're sponsored by him now. He pays us probably $200 a month.
Yeah, but for me, that's fucking pocket change.
No one's gonna know we're kidding.
I know. People are gonna think that that's like actually $200 is like half a paycheck for me.
$200 a month is terrible.
That's terrible. Yeah, but I'm saying in one paycheck, I get paid every 2 weeks where I work.
Yeah. So we bought a mic and we just bought a new tripod.
The tripod is amazing.
But the thing is,
we've really upgraded our set just for this. What's going on?
This is Snapchat. All right.
You were just checking your snaps.
I need to put it on airplane.
No, and speaking of that reminds me. Don't put it on airplane.
I'm putting it.
No, don't. That reminds me.
Oh.
I feel like we put too many rules on ourselves in this podcast. People like us for who we are. They don't like us when we
they
put
hate us for who we are too.
Yeah, some people do. Like, we don't put rules on ourselves. You know, we should be able to just fuck it. You know.
I don't need to put my phone on airplane.
Yeah, if you want to get notifications, do it. You want to take a phone call on the pod? I don't give a shit. Do it.
Just halfway through, I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, please don't drown me.
You're like crying. Yeah.
But anyway, so he has a job, and I don't have a job because I'm a lazy ass. And
I feel like your mom won't let you though, right? Is that part of it?
Yeah, she won't. She wants me to focus on school and stuff, which is
it's understandable.
Dumber than fuck.
Well, that's what my parents were concerned about when I got a job, and let me tell you, they were right. I work so much. My schooling has not been doing too good, but it's all right. It's a trade-off.
But we just bought a new mic that's up there right now because we're using Brady's. But we just bought a new mic. We just bought a new tripod. But it's not he bought all of it.
Well, it's fine.
You dropped $100. Not really.
Well, I dropped.
But yeah, you did. You spent quite a good amount.
Including that first shitty mic that we bought, that desktop mic. Yeah, probably $60 so far.
That desktop mic is shit.
So bad. So glad that we have a good mic. We've tested it out. We love it.
We also got new lighting.
You can do ASMR if you want, but we're not going to do that again. Because we tried it last time we tried to record this episode.
Yeah, it's just way too loud.
Maybe we'll have a segment, an ASMR segment. I was thinking, what if we organize the podcast a little more? Segmentate it? I was thinking, Well, yeah. So first of all, this is like housekeeping. I want to get the stuff out of the way, like announcements, before we get into discussion about life or whatever we're going to talk about today.
Yeah. Okay.
So first of all, we have some new gear, which is extremely exciting. You know, it makes me hopeful for the future, and I want to say, stay tuned to our YouTube channel because shit besides podcast is coming out pretty soon.
Hopefully pretty soon.
Within the next month. No guarantees, but. Stuff besides podcast coming out on YouTube. We're working on some more sketches for Instagram. We got a ton of ideas going. We're excited about it. I'm excited about it. Excited about our future. I hope people tune in. And last episode I was like, I don't want just people from our school to listen to it. And I almost feel rude for saying that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with people from our school listening to it and giving us feedback and stuff. And they're almost like our first fans just because we know them. I don't want to call them fans. I feel so weird.
Yeah, they're
friends.
It's
weird,
man.
But I want this to go somewhere besides just where we live, you know?
Yeah.
I want My goal is, our goal is to make it. We want to get famous doing fun, awesome, amazing shit.
On our Instagram, we have one guy from New York City.
We do. There's a chick that's an old lady. Do you remember her? She's at least 60.
Does she even live in Klamath? Do you know?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, fuck it.
Well, they don't know exactly where.
Yeah. Where do we
Who
live?
cares? Honestly, who cares at this point? As long as you're not relaying your address, who cares? We're not going to be here for long, probably.
I think we're getting swatted.
Oh, because it took me a second to realize what you were saying. Because, you revealed where we live. Okay. We're not live streaming, so if we want, we could bleep that out, but I don't think we're going to. Anyways, back to the old lady that follows us. If you are listening to this podcast because of our Instagram, first of all, thank you. You're amazing. Spread it to your friends if you think we're funny. Same with that guy from New York. If you are real and you're listening to this, dope, dude. We love you.
Dope.
Spread it.
New Yorkers, we love you.
But anyways, we're excited for future content, so don't be like, oh, you're just going to release podcasts on this YouTube channel. No, it's everything. We're going to pump out a ton of amazing shit.
And I think, no matter what, we're always just going to have podcasts coming up. I don't know how popular
it's almost like content. They might not be popular for everyone, but it's almost just like putting content out there, to keep people entertained. You know?
It's like people, just... But, what we're also trying to do is we're trying to get it on SoundCloud. And
yeah, we're going to do that soon, just the audio.
People can
we'll figure that out
without just watching a video.
And Apple Podcasts. Shouts out to Luke. He commented on our last post since I put it on Apple Podcasts. We are looking into it.
We did.
We just have to
for 5 minutes.
We have to edit the audio and stuff.
We got too lazy. I'm pretty sure you have to pay Apple.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, whatever, eventually. Anyways, I feel like there could be some segments that we can do every once in a while on a podcast that I thought would be funny. One of them that I thought would be funny is comedy hour. Because God, I keep going on tangents. But because people told us that the first episode, the thing they liked the best was the end. And I don't want people to just like the end. I want them to like all of it. I want them to be cackling, just having a good old time throughout. Yeah. I want it to be awesome throughout the whole thing, the whole experience. It's an experience.
Indeed.
And so, in my attempt to make people laugh and have this be comedy, I was going to have a segment called Comedy Hour, or whatever we're going to call it, where you attempt to be like a stand-up comedian and improv something right now, and then after you, I would go.
That would be so
Put you
hard.
on the spot.
It might be funny.
Well, that's what would be funny, is because we wouldn't know anything, so it would just be so blatantly stupid. And I do it all the time. When I'm on the phone, I'll be like, when I'm on the phone with, just friends or my girlfriend, I'll be like, so, talk about airline food. What's the deal? What's the deal with that? And it's so bad that it's kind of funny.
Out of nowhere?
Yeah. It's so bad that it's kind of funny.
That's true. A lot of comedy is just funny because it's retarded for me.
Yeah. Eric Andre, one of my biggest inspirations comedically. What's going on with him?
Yeah, dude.
I think he got kicked in the head by a horse or something. Or too many drugs.
Pizza ball. He does some weird stuff.
He's off the rails, but I love it. I don't want to be quite that off the rails. A little tinge, a little drop.
Yeah, he goes. Dude, he's crazy.
He's batshit crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely insane, but in a good way, in a funny comedic way. Anyways, presenting Ian Paul. Oh yeah, we're doing it right now. This is my plan.
Right now?
Right now, just for a minute or two. Please welcome to the stage, Ian the Great Paul. I forgot that's...
Welcome. So, you ever been through a drive-thru? Well, people like me, we're going through a drive-thru, and we're just having an old dandy day. You get your food, you tell them, hey, I want my McChicken.
Okay.
You're getting through.
Interesting choice, McChicken.
And then, fuck it. I cannot. Dude, I was gonna make a joke.
You almost started crying. You're like, fuck it.
I was gonna make a joke about telling the fast food guy you love him, but I never do that.
Well, not all comedy is real. The stories they tell on stage aren't always real.
Then you go up and you're like, I love you. It doesn't
oh my
make
God.
sense. It's not funny at all.
Oh, see that's what's funny is because it doesn't make any sense.
That was mine.
That was yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that really spikes the audio.
Okay.
Now it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, our jet engine stopped. So that's me landing.
Hey, can you shut up,
No,
please?
I'm the comedian. My jet just
shut
landed.
the hell up.
And I'm walking.
All right, shut up. Right. Sorry, guys.
Right.
All right, introducing Trenton. Trenton, the fucking. Damn it, dude. The Godfather.
Trenton, the Godfather. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Welcome to my show. Thank you all for coming out. Now, a lot of people ask me, why do they call you Trenton, the Godfather? And there's a reason for that. So, what I like to do on like a weekend when I have some free time, I go down to the local preschool. You know, I walk in there and I tell all the kids that I'm their father. It's just I like to cause trouble. It stirs up some trouble in the family. They go home and they say, this man came in and he said he was my father. What I do is I go to preschools and I say I want to volunteer. And I'll be like helping people with math, like little kids, and I'll whisper in their ear. I'll be like, I'm your father. And he's like, what? I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody. I do it with every kid when I'm helping them. I try to get to every kid at least once. And so they call me the Godfather. That's just what I've got to be known as. The teachers, they get a kick out of it.
Okay, audience question.
Oh, no questions.
What's the God part?
Eat mud. Right. Eat mud. Don't interrupt my act.
All right, I'm sorry.
Well, okay, the Godfather is they go home and tell their parents, causes trouble, caused a few divorces, I must say. And then they come to me and they figure it out and they just learn to accept it. We negotiate and I become their Godfather. That's all the time I have tonight. Thank you. Thank
Woo!
you. Thank you. Goodbye. Why are you quietly clapping? A golf clap at a comedy club?
All right.
Yeah, how long are we going to do that for? The comedy hour is complete.
Well,
that was
that was rough. Sometimes I'm like really trash at improv, dude. Like that's the same with the rap, dude.
Rapping. Whenever we try to freestyle rap, first of all, we do it as a joke.
Yeah, we're not
claiming we're rappers. Yeah. I've been doing this a lot this episode.
Right,
I don't mind it.
Stop fucking doing it.
I don't mind. It's a list. I'm listing things off. What can I say? I'm busy. Got a lot of things in my mind. We're not rappers, but whenever we do freestyle rap as a joke, it turns out pretty bad usually.
It does.
I was thinking about, for the podcast, playing a beat, trying to freestyle as a joke, but the Casey Fry podcast, Nick Coletti, they already kind of did that. I don't want to steal their...
Yeah,
but they did cancel their podcast, so you tell me. Is it all right to use now? It's only like... Actually...
We could just recreate all of it.
Just steal everything. Sound familiar?
It does. But, like... When I'm doing it, I can only get like one verse, and it's because I'm like thinking about it in my head. Before.
Yeah, you already think about it. You're
like,
all right, freestyle, but it's not a freestyle.
But I'm like thinking, all right, tree, go up the clock, diggity dack dack. I'm like going around.
Sounds like a nursery rhyme.
But then,
mice running up the clock.
But then it's like right after that. Then the only thing I resort to is just like gay rap. I just start talking about gay shit. I'm like, put it in my ass.
That's the funniest. That's the funniest rap, I think. Like that Sprite guy.
I can't freestyle not gay rap. Like I try not to, but then it just slowly turns into
maybe
gay
that's
rap.
A sign.
It doesn't rhyme.
It's a sign.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. All right. I don't care who you are.
You decide.
I'm not gay.
The evidence is there. You decide.
And people say, "Oh, you have a kid."
You decide. Don't tell anybody. He's gay.
If I was gay, you'd be my first homo. Fuck.
Fuck.
So
Damn it,
you better not. You
well,
better not.
Now
think
you are
I'm
gay. Now you are.
I'm-
Facts. We only speak facts here on the podcast. You're gay. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with that.
This cup smells weird.
Yeah, that's why I was sniffing it earlier. Did you see me? I was like
I hope we're not drinking some.
like a
weird-
mouse that just came across some cheese. Ooh, is there something on it? It's on the outside of the glass. That scared me.
Ugh,
It wasn't on the
gross,
inside.
though.
It was just dust from where I put my cup.
alright. I was watching you.
All right. What? I'm trying to think of questions to ask, because questions, like, at the end of the first episode when I asked, the most embarrassing life story, that was funny. It turned out funny. It was good.
That's true.
I don't know what question to ask, because I asked you last episode the question. When we tried to film this last time, I asked you a question. I don't want to do the same question.
Well, let me talk about this.
Why don't you ask me a question?
All right,
now we're talking.
So, like, after we recorded our first episode, we got it off there. It was like almost a week ago.
Uh-huh.
It's almost been up for a week. Like
I think it
5
has. I think today's 7 days. I think yesterday I checked and it said 6 days, so today would be 7.
Oh, because it's Friday. Yeah, we recorded, and
Yeah.
it's like Friday night. So anyway, it's
Yeah,
been
it
a
was.
week, and ever since it was uploaded, even before it was uploaded, when we were talking about uploading it, people just wanted to be on it.
Yeah.
Like everyone
was like, have me as a guest.
Yeah, like I could, like there's like 7 people.
And I feel like we should address this on the podcast. If I'm being honest, we don't want guests.
And it's
I'm
like-
sorry.
And we've thought about it.
We're not trying to be a-holes.
We might want like one.
We might have a certain someone as a guest.
Out of
soon.
all the people who've asked.
We've discussed it. We might have a certain... Just because it's a special occasion, they're going to be going away soon, dropping breadcrumbs. So hopefully whoever listens to it can figure it out. But we are discussing having a guest. But the only people that we would like to have as guests are like famous people. Or the one person we discussed.
Yeah, because like, well...
And it's nothing against our friends. We love you guys and we love that you listen. And it's not like we're shitting on you and we're like, no. But it's just not...
Yeah.
It's just not what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just not our inspiration. It's not our vision, if that makes sense.
And it's like if we ever had anyone famous on a podcast that we made, it would
raise our clout.
Well, but it would be so long from now. Like I
Yeah,
cannot see that
exactly.
in the near
That's,
future.
we're not saying like listen. We can't because we just got a call from Steve Buscemi. He's coming down here tomorrow. So sorry.
Steve Buscemi. He's like, I am God.
Yeah, you know he's God. I was gonna say that. You know Steve Buscemi's God, right?
He just like.
What's
like,
up with that? Who decided to make the ugliest motherfucker play God? Is that an insult?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
it is.
bad.
He just like phases back here and he's like, I am God. But he has like that long
No, he
hair.
crawls out of the little crawl space up there. I don't know if that's in the shot, but
I don't know if you guys have seen the ads for that new movie. I don't remember what it's
I
called.
feel like everybody has. They're on Instagram.
Yeah. It's like Steve Buscemi is God, and like that's what it says at the bottom.
Yeah, it just says Steve Buscemi is God.
It's like,
Am I supposed to worship him like outside of the movie?
and that brings me up to another thing, dude. Like internet listening, because we were talking about Steve
Yeah,
Buscemi,
yeah.
and I don't know if it gave me that ad because I said the word Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm almost positive it does because Maya and I, my girlfriend, we talk about this. We've talked about this for a long time, and we tested it like a few months ago because we were just so concerned about it or whatever. So we had both of our phones on, and they were sitting right in front of us, and we started talking about shit that we would never buy or look up otherwise. We were like horse food. I was like, oh yeah, there's, I'm just looking, I'm in the market for some new horse food, some organic horse food to really, my horses, they need it. Horse food. We just kept saying horse food. A day later, there was an ad for horse food.
Really?
I'm not joking. In my Instagram, and I was like, holy shit, they've got to be listening.
You get all sassy. You're like, oh look, I'm looking up horse
food. Don't mind the
Just
jet
getting
engine
pissed at the
starting up.
phone. But yeah, I watched a video. I don't remember who this guy is on YouTube, but he did a test where
Oh, I think I saw this.
he searched dog food,
Dog food. I think we watched the video and then we were like, let's do it with horse food.
It was like dog food or dog toys or something like that. Something he never searches out because he didn't even own a dog.
Well, okay.
And then he was on like this huge ad website.
He searched it on Safari?
I don't remember.
Okay, well that if he did, that's why. Because when you search stuff on the internet, it downloads cookies to your phone, and then apps are allowed to use the cookies on your phone to have personalized advertising for things that you've recently searched up. So I understand that, but like me talking and not looking stuff up on the internet, that is weird.
Well, he didn't like look it up. He went on Safari.
Okay.
And he just had all these ad pages opened up, like in different tabs, like because people will just make pages that you can put ads on.
Okay, yeah.
And for some reason, people buy it. But
okay, yeah.
And then he just so he didn't say a word. He didn't say anything, and he just refreshed all the pages, normal ads. And then he was like, all right, guys, we're going to talk about dog toys for 2 minutes. And he just talked about dog toys. And then he refreshed it, and they were all dog toys. And he was, like, flipping the shit.
Okay, yeah, that is weird.
Because it's like, it was, like, instant, too. Like, it was, like, within 5 minutes of him saying dog toys that he got a dog toy ad.
Ugh. Well, that, literally, I got so paranoid, I went into my settings, and I disabled microphone access for Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, then they can't... Dude, I should probably do that.
But when we record skits on Instagram, we need the microphone, so I have to turn it on, or...
You have to sacrifice your, like, privacy for
skits.
Instagram.
Yeah.
For those skits.
Worth it? Hashtag?
I think this is how we value you guys. Alright? You're great.
Oh, I thought you were saying we didn't value. Oh, another thing I forgot to get out of the way soon. There is, like, a cubicle area next door to here that's still in the basement. We'd still be in the basement. But it's not as close to the heating system in the house, so audio hopefully would be better. We could put up sound canceling pads in there too.
That's true.
And like a little a curtain area in front of the door, because the audio right now is not as good as it's good with this new mic. Thank you, Brady and Mason, for a permanent mic, but it could be better because we're right next to the heating and ventilation system. So I'm sorry about the audio, but what do you expect? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I apologize for that.
The fuck out of here. We can burp if we want. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Instead of like, because in the last episode I kept being like, oh, I burped, I'm disrespectful.
I know.
The fuck out of here.
That's what I want from you. I remember last time I was like, stop.
Yeah, I know. The fuck out of here. I don't care. I don't care.
Please.
I didn't do.
Please.
What is that? Like Baby Shark? What am I?
You did it. Trust me.
Did I really?
Yeah, we gotta watch the whole thing over again.
It's so weird watching yourself.
Especially.
We kind of talked about that. It's weird watching yourself.
Oh, yeah. Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, yeah, because you talked about you tried. Yeah.
Super Bowl weekend happened. Like.
It did happen.
Well,
yeah,
a week
right.
ago.
It did happen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl. Football.
And after the Super Bowl, I was messing around with my phone and the TV, like flipping stuff, and I put on my podcast.
Because you were with a group, you didn't say that. You were at a party.
Yeah. And it was just
of people that we go to school with.
Yeah, so they already knew about it.
They haven't. Did they all see it already though, or some of them did?
They were kind of watching like more of it then.
Okay.
Because they only watched a little bit, and then
a lot of people. I don't know how to check the analytics, by the way, on YouTube.
I'll show you.
Shouldn't be discussing this right now because it's other stuff. Anyways, continue with your story.
Anyway, it just got super weird because I was chilling on the couch and like most people like were kind of listening to it, but then like one of my friends, Isaiah, was just so into it, dude.
Yeah.
Like he was like
he was like this. He was leaned up. That's scary. People that you know analyzing our content that way.
I know, and I was like, can you please stop? Stop judging me, man.
I'm okay if you do that at home when we're not there, you know? All right.
You can do anything you want at home with our videos.
Are you suggesting pleasuring yourself to our videos? Don't do that. Do not pleasure yourself to our videos.
I know some people out there who do it.
No.
Off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're thinking, I don't know. No. No, you know what's weird?
Why would you not want that though? I mean, it's kind of weird.
It's weird. If a dude beats his meat to our videos,
it's kind of weird, but it's like we're more popular.
You're gay. And this is it. You're on gay watch for life.
I'm not.
You're on gay watch.
I'm just saying, like that means we're like hot, right?
I guess, but Jesus.
That means we're just sexy.
Jesus Christ. No,
I'm not gay.
It's weird hearing different scenarios of people watching our podcast. Like I had this kid. I shouldn't call him a kid. He's a friend. I mean, he is a year younger.
Shit mouth. Oh, fuck. Right,
fuck off. He's a year younger than us, so it's stupid of me to call him kid. He's only a year younger. He's a friend. He came up and he was like, yeah, bro, I was listening to your podcast and I actually fell asleep to it. And I was like, yeah, fuck. And he's like, it's not disrespectful to you. I was just super tired late at night watching it and I just fell asleep. And it's just weird to think somebody's watching our video in bed at their home and they fall asleep while our video's on. It's just so weird.
It is weird, man.
But I love it.
Yeah.
And the first episode of the podcast already has almost 170 views.
It was,
which is almost as many followers as we have, but not everyone following us watched it, so it's people besides our followers.
Well, and I think also, like...
Which is cool. I'm loving it.
Like, I don't know if it counts it if an account watches something more than once. Because I
think it does.
I watched that video multiple times to show, like, when I showed my friends at the Super Bowl. But technically, that was, like, 7 views.
I've clicked on it multiple times just to look at the comments. Like, I'll get an email that says so-and-so commented and I want to see it. So it'll pull up the video and that might count as a view, so...
It's going to be so sad, like, the first time we get a comment. It's just like, eat shit.
I know, dude. Like, I know, dude. It's so hard.
I'm just gonna be like, damn.
Internet. Dude. Okay, I feel like our generation has been trained to deal with internet hate, though.
That's true.
Like playing Call of Duty, dude. Oh my god.
That's true. You don't even know how many times I was.
But it also is a little different because we're putting out content that we're proud of and like that we put work into. So when people comment, "Oh, this is shit," or like say something bad about it, it hurts more.
Well, that's kind of like in COD, though.
But you gotta rub the haters off.
You're like a corporal
in
COD.
Fuck out of here.
You're just fucking insulting me.
I'm insulting the haters.
You wanna fucking go?
You're gay.
Let's just split right now.
This episode is gonna be titled Ian's Gay. I'm not changing it.
No, I'm not gay.
We're titling it Ian's Gay.
I'm not gay. That'll get views, though. That's clickbait.
Now that I said this, we have to title it that now. If we don't, people will be so disappointed.
Clickbait. People would probably
people
at school.
People with friends,
especially that one guy.
We're just fucking around, by the way. We're just roasting each other. He's not actually gay, so sorry.
Talking about gay stuff, though, I gotta bring up
a story. Story time.
Yes.
I hate that, by the way.
What?
Saying story time.
Why'd you say it?
I don't know. I just did.
No one said story time until you.
I did. I know. I hate it. I hate that term. Story time.
The
fuck out of here! All right.
So this one guy messaged me on Instagram this one day, and he was like,
Ooh, yeah.
he was like, hey, it was like hard eyes, and I was like, alright, okay. I was messaging
all right.
him. We were having
all right, now we're talking. That's what you said.
But then, like, really quickly, he started just getting like gay, and like I'm not saying like gay people.
All right, my first concern, first of all, that puts you on gay watch.
Yeah.
Is why did you reply?
Okay.
Or how did you reply? I don't remember because if it was my situation, I would have replied something like "Why the hard eyes emoji?" or like "You good?" I think that's what I would have replied. Is "You good?" Question mark.
Well, I don't think I was like I wasn't like playing along though. I was like, hey, like I didn't do that.
No disrespect to homosexuals, by the way. That's just not what not my forte.
Well, like doing them.
Even if a girl replied to me, "Hey, hard eyes," and I knew it was a real girl, because I get bots on Instagram that say that shit all the time. Yeah. But if it was a real girl, I'd be like, "You good? Like, what's up? What's your deal?" You know? Or I just delete it.
Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry.
He messaged me, and really quickly he started just going at it. Like he was like, "Have you ever gotten your dick sucked?" And I'm like, "Whoa." Well,
your dick sucked? Did he just say that specifically? Because then you could say yes by women.
Well,
or no by women. I don't know.
Yeah. See, that's what I was like. That's my like. I'm not gonna tell you whether or not I've got my dick sucked. And then he was like, "How big is it?" And I'm like, "Yo, like, what are you talking about?" Like, I was trying to be reasonable with him, but he just kept bringing up some weird shit. Like, how big are your balls?
How long ago was this? I do remember this, but
it was like in October. I'd say.
Okay, yeah.
Quite a long time ago. But then he was like, we should hang out and let me suck your dick. And I'm like, whoa, getting a little too far. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gay. And he said this. He was like, it's not gay if you're receiving.
Okay.
And I was like, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell me that getting your dick slobbed on by a dude who has a dick is not gay.
Uh-huh.
And I just started going off. I was like, that is so gay. Like, that is, like, one of the most gay things you could do.
Yeah.
And he was like, dudes circle jerk all the time and they're straight. And I'm like, no, they don't. Like, when is the last time I've seen a straight guy circle jerk? Never. Because then, in that case, they're either bi or gay. Because they wouldn't want to circle jerk their friend if they were straight.
Yes.
So we just kept having an argument. And then, this is what he left me off with, this little statement. He said, you know what? You're going to regret this. And next time you jerk off, taste it. And I was like, what? And he was like, it's so good. And I was like, dude, I'm not going to ever do that.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
Especially
that's
because
strange.
he told me to.
That's like creepy. By the way, did you see me counting while you were talking?
No.
Okay.
Is it because I said fucking?
No, you said like. I was counting how many times you said like. Just because I listened to the last time we tried to record this episode that we're doing now. And I noticed you said like a lot. A lot.
Well, like... no, yeah, I noticed that.
I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm not trying to roast you publicly.
I also say no, yeah.
No, yeah, that's okay.
No,
everybody has
no,
their
yeah,
thing.
It doesn't make sense. Like, what's no, yeah?
Everybody has their thing. My dad always says you know. He says you know at the end of almost every sentence.
Is he Canadian?
I probably have something.
Is he Canadian? He's like, hey.
No, he's from New England, so maybe. I'm sorry to shit on your story, roast you publicly. But get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so far you called me gay.
The fuck out of here.
Said that I have a speech problem.
Well, I just said that you said like a lot. I think I say just a lot.
I say just to the highest degree.
I haven't insulted you to the highest
degree. This is the last podcast we are ever doing. Fuck.
If I wanted to insult you to the highest degree,
I'm joking.
It would be beyond.
Insult me. Just
You'd be in tears. No.
Insult me.
I've already insulted you enough.
Insult me, you redhead fat fucking retard. Also,
that word.
That word is
which
a little
I have
offensive.
issues with.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's almost turning into like the N word. How bad people are considering it.
You have to be so careful with
listen,
everything you say on the internet.
Here's my opinion on the word retard. If you are calling a mentally disabled person, like they're actually mentally disabled, to their face and you're like, you're a retard, that is absolutely terrible. That's awful. But if someone's acting retarded, you can call them a retard. That's it. I'm not, like, you could say that's retarded. And if someone's like, hey, don't say that. Fuck you. The fuck out of here. I can say that's retarded if I want. I hate when people try to inhibit my speech.
Yeah,
I mean, it depends. Like the N-word, that has a lot of rich historical background, and you should not say it if you are white. I agree with that.
I just think no one should ever say it at all, in my opinion. I just think it should
Even black people, yeah. Or it's either no one should say it, which is kind of dumb, or everyone should be able to say it because it's just a word.
But like everyone...
But it's very tricky. I don't want to give a certain opinion on it.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, like, with everyone saying it, then it's like, you can't have everyone saying it and also have it be a derogatory term against, like,
yeah,
a certain race.
I just want to say, I like how we went from tasting your own cum to saying the N-word.
Well, you just say the N-word.
Well, okay,
someone skipped right to
oh no.
It's like just saying the N-word. Wait.
It'd be good, because they'd skip and they'd be like, wait a second, and then they'd try to watch it.
I just got the worst
We did not say the N-word, we're not going to say the N-word, that's not who we are, blah, 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 we're not doing that. No. I'm just saying, we went from tasting your own cum and a guy trying to fuck you to political surroundings of the N-word. Like, so let's get off of this.
Did that guy think that like putting in my ass would also not be gay for me?
Well,
like, no, it's not gay.
He said, didn't he? What did he say?
When you're receiving. So
receiving is more gay.
If I'm receiving booty,
receiving is more gay.
Hell.
If he had his cock in your little butt, that is gay.
That's more gay.
You are gayer than he is.
Because then I'm getting fucked instead of fucking him.
Have you heard about like the gangsters in like Cuba? I don't want to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like there's some gangster group in Cuba that it's not gay to give. Like if I'm a mob boss and one of my little moblings, I don't know if that's what they're called, went out and got a ton of money and then somehow they lost it, they come back and they're like, I lost the money, boss. Then the boss would be like, suck my dick. suck my dick.
It's Cuba. Do they have that accent in Cuba?
No, they don't. I don't know a Cuban accent, but gangsters, I just picture like New York. Anyways. And so they would have to suck their dick, and if they didn't, they would die. And it's not gay. It's they say it's a dominance thing. And to punish people to the highest degree, I've heard this is what they do. They cut slices of their ass cheek off. Like, they just slice a fucking hamburger patty off. And I don't know what they do with it, but they slice it off. I
can't believe that, dude.
And if it's true,
why
Jesus
would you
Christ.
join a gang where if you make a mistake, you have to suck a dick?
It's
all
so
of them
bad.
are probably gay in the first place because they know that's what's
Now,
coming.
first of all, I'm terrified to be talking about this because I actually watched a podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast, I think, where they talked about this, and the guy was scared to talk. He's from Cuba. He was scared to talk about it because he was scared that the gangsters would see it and they'd kill him. So I'm a little...
They'd kill him and then they'd put their dick in his mouth like fucking gays.
Oh, no.
You know what? If you're a Cuban gangster, come at me.
You're gonna die. You're
I'm
dead.
gonna die.
You're dead.
See, the thing
No,
is...
this is a challenge.
By the time the Cuban gangster
This is a challenge to make this
I'll
go
be
viral.
somewhere else. I'll be across the world.
We're gonna be on a fucking private jet to Dubai. The fuck out of here. I'm just trying to brag that we're gonna be rich.
Let's help. Let's help, man.
No! We're not hoping. We know.
That's true.
If you're watching this, spread this shit. We're getting famous, whether you like it or not.
It's a mindset.
It is a mindset. And that's the thing. I've talked to multiple people that I work with. Talked to multiple people I go to school with.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, could you see, me being famous in any sort of way, like comedically, just any sort of way? And they're like, yeah, I can see it. I honestly could, I can see it. And I'm not trying to brag and be like, oh, I'm going to be famous. But I'm...
Well, there's potential. There's
potential. Some people just don't have it. Some people don't want it. Some people don't have it.
And honestly,
I feel like we want it. We have it. We're putting in the work. All right. I don't ever wake up this early on a day that we don't have school.
That's true.
But
We're
here
pretty early right now.
recording this.
Especially because my brother still lives in my house. Get a job.
He does have a job. It's okay, Trevor. I love you. Limp Biscuit.
But he still lives here, and he just always comes in. And he's like, ugh. Like the last.
He's gonna see this and
the last one we
beat you
recorded.
up.
Nah. Yeah, he's too weak. But
Trevor, you're so strong.
I have so many pet peeves against that guy.
Pet peeves. We tried talking about this last time we recorded.
Okay, one pet peeve. When somebody takes a block of cheese and they cut it like a goddamn geometry.
Oh my god, this is so funny. No, dude, we need to put a picture. Did you save that picture?
Yeah.
We need to put it up in the podcast at this part so the world can see what he did to this block of cheese.
It's like, why do you cut it like that? What is going on in your brain?
Completely defile.
It's like one little, two angles on the side. Like, you're supposed to go from the front.
First of all,
and slice directly.
It's probably not as funny right now without having the picture up. We will put the picture up probably. He had a block of cheese. Instead of just cutting a slice on the front, he cut like triangle shapes into the side. So it's like what?
He made
What's going on?
He made like a roof because like this is the top of the cheese, and then it goes down a little bit, and then just inward, and then like down and out, and then like it pissed me off so much.
Oh my god, dude, that was so funny. Seeing that, dude, I started laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh.
I keep sniffling, so I'm
So
sick.
that's a pet peeve, and I have a lot with my brother because I've been living with him for 17 years straight. Everyone, I feel like, has pet peeves. Huge ones against their siblings.
I'm the oldest in my family.
Like him.
My little brother.
He used to, and he's not as bad with it now, hopefully because he's a grown-up. But, what he used to do is my room would be open, like, in the middle of the day, and instead of throwing his clothes into the laundry basket, he would just throw them in my room. I'm not kidding. He would just take it, and he'd chuck it across the hall into my room, and I'd come in later, and I'd just see his fucking...
Do you guys share clothes?
I'd see his short... No.
Because that doesn't make sense then.
I know, he'd just throw them in my room. Like, I have to deal with it.
That's so
and, like,
funny.
I was, like, that little gay boy who
That
just
is actually
put
funny.
it in.
You're gay! Gay watch!
Gay, not insult.
You are homosexual.
But anyway, yeah, I just...
You are homosexual. The Homosexual Hour, presented by the Basement Boys podcast.
You singing that actually reminded me of Mr. Beast's intro.
Mr. Beast?
Mr.
Holy shit. The jet engine's
You
starting
know what I
back
mean,
up.
though? Like, that's such a pleasing intro.
You might want to lean in because of the audio. Just like I am. I'm comfortable. Like, look at that.
So, I'm on Gay Watch!
Gay watch. I don't want to bang the table. Trash can, I should say. I almost like.
No, but that's good. Like that.
I'm sick.
My ideal intro for any of our videos would be kind of like that, where it's just like,
No.
oh,
We should address. Be excited musically for us. I think we're going to be making some music, some joke music. I think we're going to make music for an
it's
intro.
like funny. It's not going to be real.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be like, we're the new Dre.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're doing.
We the new Dr. Dre.
I don't know if you listen to. I know you don't really listen to him that much, but I
Dr.
draw.
Dre?
No. What I'm about to say.
Dr. Dre, my.
Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
All right.
I draw a lot of inspiration from Tiny Meat Gang.
DMJ.
Cody Coe and Noel Miller, they have a podcast. That's actually what inspired me to start a podcast. They make funny music that's actually good. It actually fucking slaps. So that's what I'm doing. We're going to be making some music, I think, soon. I do want to make an intro for the podcast. Music intro.
He was singing. That's what made me think about Mr.
While I was setting up the
because
tripod, I was singing a mock intro for
he actually has a really good voice.
the podcast. Oh, thank you. What can I say? I don't mean to
Should have
brag.
joined choir.
Whatever. Fuck! Look at these fucking pipes. I can sing. You know. I think we should finish up the episode soon. Let's finish it on a high note, though. Let's. I asked you last episode an embarrassing life story.
Yeah.
I think you should ask me a question, and then we'll go back and forth. A life question. And it is difficult. I'm sorry to put you on the spot because I did have that question.
What did you ask? Like an embarrassing life?
I asked you, what was like one of the most embarrassing life moments of your life?
Well, let's just get funny. I mean, that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny, yeah.
But like,
It was unintentionally funny though. It's not like I was trying to make it funny. It was just a real life story that happened to me, and
I know,
it was
true.
funny.
There's a lot of fucking life stories. Damn, I keep saying fucking.
You say fucking and like, and I think I say just. I think I say just a lot. I think that's my thing. I don't know what else. What else I say?
What do you think is like the funniest thing that's like ever happened? Like just like it's so weird that it's like funny.
It's so weird that it's funny that it's happened to me. Something that's happened to me.
Yeah.
That's like just something hilarious.
I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like off the top of my head, something that's funny that's happened to me.
I can't really think of anything either. But like embarrassing is like a really good one.
Yeah, because it's funny.
It's like, what's the most serious thing that's ever happened to you?
Jesus Christ.
It's like embarrassing and then funny and then everything else is dark.
Oh, I got one that could be funny.
Really?
Yeah. I'll go first because technically you're supposed to ask me. What's a serious injury that's happened to you that you like, remember that was like kind of.
Oh, a serious injury. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'll go.
That's way better than me. Fuck. I
I'll
can't
go.
make questions, man.
That's okay.
So put me on the spot.
I know. I put you on the spot. You just have to prepare
yeah.
questions a lot beforehand before we really.
I get camera shy.
Anyways, so recently this happened to me. It's actually on my personal Instagram, which is private. It's not on the Basement Boys Instagram. But so I work at a pizza place. I'm comfortable with saying that.
It's Papa Murphy's.
All right. Well, fuck. Well, what if they see this and they're like, oh, like Papa Murphy's corporate? They're like,
they're learning everything.
oh, look at this guy, huh? Fuck this guy. He can't work here.
It's okay. It's okay.
Shit.
Keep going.
I do work at a Papa Murphy's. Damn it. Why'd you out me?
I just thought it'd be.
You just doxed me.
We could just bleep all these.
We might have to.
All right, let's go.
So I work at a pizza place.
Oh yeah.
And I was about to prepare artichoke hearts because for some reason people like fucking artichokes on their pizza, and I got like one of the big kitchen knives and I was sharpening it, I didn't know at the time, incorrectly. I had the sharpener, I had the knife like this, and I was rubbing down like this, which is not how you're supposed to do it. There's like a handle thing, so you're supposed to like do it like that. But I've never sharpened a knife since.
Oh,
this.
so you're supposed to do it like this. Like this.
All right, there we go again. Gay watch. You're on gay watch. Watch it with the dicks.
Keep going.
Sharpening the knife. There's like a chink in the blade, so I keep like pushing really hard.
Oh.
And I pushed a little too hard, and it caught something and slipped. And I felt the knife hit my finger, and I knew immediately that I cut myself. I guess I didn't know how bad. So I was like, ah, fuck, and I like covered it, and I looked at it, blood, just instantly. I was wearing gloves, and I was like, oh my god. And one of my coworkers, I'm not gonna say his name, let's just call him Jimothy. Jimothy's on the phone because we answer phones there, you know. He's on the phone taking an order, and I'm like, Jim, like, this is an emergency. I cut myself.
Jimothy.
And he just looks at me and goes, and I'm like, and he's just like, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I run up front, and there's this girl, let's just call her Kathy, is up there she's making pizzas or something, and I'm like, Kathy, I just cut myself really bad. And she's like, oh my god, what? Let me see. And I open up my finger, and blood's just dripping onto the floor and everything. And she's like, oh my god. She's like freaked out. And she's like, go tell the manager. I run into the back, and I knock on the office door, and I'm like, hey, I just cut myself really, really bad. She's like, okay, let's see it. Like, she didn't believe me. Opens the door. I do this, there's blood pouring, and I'm like, and I was like all pale, and she was like, oh my god. And she like sits me down, and she's like, what do we do? And I was like calling my mom, freaking out, and I teared up a little when I was on the phone with my mom, because she was like, oh my god, are you okay? And so my manager was nice enough to put me in her car, rush me to the hospital. We get there. My mom told me not to go to the ER. She told me to go to our personal doctor. So we go there. I'm in the waiting room. Everybody else is just there for like a cold, and I'm there with just blood-soaked cloth, and I'm like all lightheaded. I keep looking at it and getting lightheaded. We get back into the room. They wash it off. They do their usual shit, and then I turn my finger and look at it, and I can see my bone.
Oh.
And I was like, this is it. I'm losing my finger. And they're like, all right, listen, we're gonna put the tourniquet on. They put like the rubber thing. They put shots in it. That hurt so bad.
Is that the finger right there?
Yeah, this is it.
I
I don't know if you can see that very well, but that is the scar right there. It actually has deformed my finger. It's like all gnarled. But they put the stitches into it. I took a video of it, and then I had stitches there were so many of them. I had 10 stitches in my finger.
I remember that.
Which is a lot for stitches. I went back to work. I signed some paperwork afterwards, and I had to go on vacation, and we were in a nice like winery part of Oregon, and there was a lot of swimming, and I couldn't go because of the stitches. I couldn't go swimming with my family or anything, so it was depressing. But I got back. They had to take the stitches out. That is the worst.
Because it's
they have to pull them. They have to pull them and then cut them and then use tweezers to pull them out, and you can feel it coming under your skin. And so I actually messed up some nerves in my finger, and I can't feel this part of my finger still to this day.
So what if I just bite it?
If you bit it, it's only this part. So it's a very small part. But that is probably the worst injury of my life, which is funny because I play football and stuff. So
you are more like pain tolerant than me now.
Well,
because that little area gives you so much up.
I guess, yeah.
Because like if you're like blocking a blade, you're like,
oh my god, ow, no. So needless to say, I'm never going to sharpen a knife again. I'm going to be more careful with knives, and I've learned. It was miserable, but it's a learning experience, you know?
One of my brother's friends one time like got his hand like in a blender, I'm pretty sure. But like it was only for a second, so it was like just like scrapes all over.
Well, another guy I work with, we have a giant cheese grater machine.
Oh,
that you stick the cheese in,
oh,
and
man.
he stuck his hand in it to try and get some cheese while it was on, and it just got the tip of his finger, and it ripped the fingernail off, and it was like flat.
It makes sense though. I mean, if you're working, you get tired. Anyway.
Yeah, what's yours now? Let's hear yours.
So mine, when I first moved here, because I haven't always lived here, I lived in like a small house, and I was really good friends with this guy named Declan, and I'm friends with him again now because he went to different schools, but he finally came back to the high school.
You reunited
last year. Yeah, we reunited. He's still a really cool guy. He's super smart, but he invited me over, him and his little brother, and me and my big brother, and we all watched Nacho Libre. All right, we were having a good time. That movie was so cool. I haven't watched it in so long. I don't remember. There's a lot of gross parts where it's just like he's like in gross stuff. But anyway, it's based off of like wrestling and stuff. Hopefully, you guys have watched that movie. It's pretty classic.
I actually haven't.
It's pretty classic.
But I know it's about wrestling. I know it's got Jack Black in it. I know.
It was made in like 2007.
I know, like.
But anyway, so yeah, wrestling, all that. So me and my brother go home after. Yeah, obviously, we're going home. We're having a good time, and then we go in the backyard. My brother's really into wrestling, like super into it. He used to be on the wrestling team when he was like really young, And then he never did it anymore, but like he just loved wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He would always wrestle with his friends, tackle them and stuff like that. But so we go in the backyard and we're messing around and we're wrestling, and he like throws me onto the floor. How old am I? I'm like 5.5, maybe 6, and he's like 8.5, maybe 9. He's older than me by a lot. Mm-hmm. So he, and like especially at that age, like he's way bigger than me.
Yeah. There's a big growth time between those ages.
Yeah, and he throws me down, and then he does like this, like the hardcore,
the Nacho Libre.
Yeah, basically, where he runs up and jumps with his elbow, and like elbows me. I don't know what that move is called, but like usually when they do that, it's in like WWE. It's
and they're like trained to take it. And,
so he jumped and he did this, and it hit me like right here. And it just cracked my sternum in half. Like, in half. Because I had such small bones. He was way heavier than me. He was also pretty fat back then. Sorry, buddy. But, so he was like way heavier than me. Just elbowed me, snapped my sternum. I instantly started screaming. I got up. I like ran into my house screaming. And my mom was like, oh my God. And my dad, he does this, by the way. I broke a couple bones. And every single time I do, this is what he does. He's like, oh, he's fine. He's just a kid. He's crying. So I had a broken sternum for probably 10 hours without any medical treatment before my dad actually got the nerve to feel it, and he was like, oh shit, like this kid's sternum is broke. So then I like went to the hospital. I had to like have this weird like brace thing. Oh. But yeah. So
Nacho Libre.
I'd say that was one of the worst.
I bet you that's not the only time that a wrestling injury has occurred after watching Nacho Libre.
Let's hope not.
I feel like that's a stereotype.
That was terrible for me, dude.
Yeah,
I was just screaming. I was like 5.
Breaking your sternum.
And it like it's like scarred in my memory what that felt like to just have it like cave in.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was just like, I think it was actually right here, not right here.
See,
it was right here. I also have like a growth defect. Because of it, yeah. It like bends back now, so it's like a bend right here. This one's straight, and this one's like bent back.
Ew. Yeah, I've actually never broken a bone. I mean, knock on wood.
There's no wood.
I'll find some wood later.
Oh,
you missed it.
Here, just touch me, and I'll transfer.
No, oh, well, not with this hand, because what I just did was gross. I did this. Knock on wood.
But yeah, I've broken 3 bones, but technically 2 of them were at the same time. Because the other time.
Oh, your arm?
Yeah, the other time
I remember that and your dad wrote accident prone on your calf.
Yeah, he did. That. And it was because I was skateboarding outside with my friend, and our town was kind of poor, so they never replaced the sidewalks, and there's cracks all over the shit. And I was going at like 2 miles an hour, like really scared. It was like one of my first times on a skateboard. And I hit the crack and stopped. And then just like fell, and it was like really slow. Like it wasn't like cool like the Nacho Libre. It was just like eek, and then I was like fell on my arm and broke it. But like that time I broke like both the bones in my forearm, like the ulna and the radius.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
And
I'm not a doctor.
I just know that because I was a kid. And
the fuck out of here.
But I broke both of them. But this time like I had a ton of adrenaline from like falling, and we were skateboarding or whatever. So I didn't feel like any pain. I just got up, and I was, like, all confused, and I looked at Nate, and I'm like, dude, I think my arm is broken. And he was like, what? And I just, like, walked inside, and I remember it was a chair exactly like this, because we've had these the whole time.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down like this in the chair, way smaller, so like this. And I was like, Mom, I think I broke my arm.
I'm your mom.
But my mom believed in me that time. My dad was at work, thank God.
Okay, sweetie, let's check it out.
No, so then she just took me. But she just took me to the doctor. She didn't even check it out.
You get so tall. Oh my God.
Yo, Mama.
You look fine.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Honey. Call my mom honey.
You gay.
Anyway, yeah, those are my accident stories. That's one of yours. I think you've had more, haven't you?
No, not really. Oh. I'm pretty.
Oh, so you're a baby.
Pretty safe. I do have issues with my toes, but that's weird. That's another
toe jam.
That's another story because we are at 55 minutes. I think that's a good length.
That's almost an hour.
I know that's long. That's longer than our last one. So hopefully you listened all the way to the end. I think we're gonna wrap it up right here. I think it's a good spot. I almost should we do the outros and ASMR? feel like that'd be a good tradition.
All right.
Turn the gain down or no?
No, I'd say keep it.
Just leave it? Okay.
I'd say keep it.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Really appreciate you. And, yeah, we'll see you next time.